everyone, it is me, invaded by the cat, Mary. What is wrong with you? And I am here today with an amazing deal for you. Yes, it's going to be great, great, great. Okay, guys, yeah, he just like totally attacked me, but that's okay. I love you. So, yes, what are we doing today? Today is going to be that we're going to have a great video, and I really do think that this video is going to help a lot of people, so I'm pretty excited about this. What happened last week, I had a video that was essentially asking people, to please, and it was in my Monday announcement. I didn't do that one this week. Didn't feel it. But in my Monday announcement, I asked everyone to please leave some questions below, and I would select 5 questions out of everything that was asked, and then I would do some videos. I wish I could have done them all, but yeah, that's a lot of questions. So I did select 5. I selected 4 that are all just basically coupon related. Then I selected one fun one. I'm going to bring that up. This is the 3rd video out of the 5 that I'm going to bring to everyone. So I'm really excited about this one. And I really would ask that next week when I do my weekly announcement, absolutely participate and ask questions, because no matter what the question is, I'm sure that it's not just you who's wondering the same thing. So I do think that this is one of the most relevant questions. Not most relevant, but I think it's very essential when you're going into couponing. And I think that it's a great video for people who are very new to couponing, who just don't have all of the, the routine set up. They're maybe not comfortable with the way that they are doing their trips. Maybe they have a lot of questions. Or for people who've been couponing for a long time and really want to look at it from a different perspective and maybe implement some different tactics into their own shopping, or just want some to reassure themselves that they want to do it their way. So, either way, I think this would be a great way to help you guys. And what is the video? The request was essentially, how do you set up a shopping trip? How do you do that? And I think that, sorry that I'm in my PJs, guys. I was like, you know what? Taking my hair out of a bun. No makeup. Don't care. I honestly haven't really even washed my eyes yet, but tacky and a half. But yes, so essentially, how do you prepare a trip from start to finish when you're couponing? How do you set that trip up? And I just was like, wow, this is a great one. So I want to share with you the way that I set up my trips and how I get them to go very seamlessly, and I don't have issues arise unless it's a coupon issue or something else at the time of checkout. I would say that I do this about 95% of the time. There have been times when I just stop in a store and I have no idea what's going on, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to walk in and see what's up. And sometimes it doesn't work because I haven't clipped the coupons, or I don't have any coupons on me other than this little bitty thing right here. And then other times I just use it as a scouting possibility to see what I'm going to do for the week. But if I am going couponing, this is going to be done. And I think that these types of tactics, in my opinion, which is just an opinion, we all have those, I think that these tactics minimize problems at the register, and they absolutely reduce errors or problems and save your money, because when there's an error in couponing, you're probably losing money. Okay, guys? So let's get started. How do I plan my couponing trips? These are going to be 15 steps here. If you don't have a pen, paper, whatever it is, I would absolutely recommend that you pause and probably take some notes, especially if you're new to this, new to couponing, okay, guys? So what is the first thing that I do when I go couponing? Now, this is pretty much going to relate to all stores if it's a planned trip, not a clearance, happen to, find some deals. This is a planned trip that I'm talking about, okay? So the first thing that I do, and the first 2 are the most essential, and I think more than anything, these 2 are going to be your key tips to success, okay? The first one is I've got to check my ECBs, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with what an ECB is a store coupon, essentially, that you've received based upon, buying participating items. Like this right here is 75 cents. I got this for buying Hershey's or Mars candy, okay guys? So this right here is currency at this point. Now the same goes if I was going couponing at Target. I would check the gift cards that I have available. If I was going to Rite Aid, I would check my Plenty points that I have available. Walgreens, Balance Rewards, or Register Rewards. I'm going to check that before I go shopping. And let me tell you why it's important to do this, okay? I'm a very extreme free couponer, okay, guys? And the reality is that these ECBs are my budget, okay? If I do not have these, I'm not shopping. Why? Because I don't have to, okay? If you're new and you don't have a stockpile, we're going to need to start getting deals, but we have to minimize your out-of-pocket. It's very important. If you start couponing, you can really waste a lot of money in the name of savings, okay, guys? So we need to make sure we're not doing that. You don't have to capitalize on every deal. So if I don't have the monies available, I can't go shopping. Same thing is if I wanted to go to Six Flags and I don't have cash, guess what? I ain't getting my butt on no rides today. You know what I mean? So if I don't have the money, I'm not going shopping. Or if my budget, okay, exceeds the amount that I want to purchase, that's fine. If my budget is less than what I want to purchase, I know that I am limited by my budget because I can't spend what I don't have, okay? And that's how I need you to get. I don't want you thinking, oh, well, I have, this, that, and the third. This is the monies that I want to spend. But, I'll just add in an extra 20. No, you're wasting your money, okay? No. Now, if you are new to couponing, I typically say that you need to realistically invest $20. $10, $5, that's great, but to really be able to get where you need to go so you can actually start couponing at a higher level, you need to probably invest $20. However, it needs to be a wise investment, okay, guys? So there we go. I've started out with my monies because if I ain't got money, I can't shop. Okay, so, and I need you to understand that sometimes you have digital money. So say that you have $5 ECBs added to your card. You need to be well aware of that as well. Something else that I start out with is checking my beauty club. And this is something that I'm going to jot down at the top of my list. If I have $9 spent towards my 50, okay, beauty club, if you spend 50 on participating items, you get $5. If I have $9 spent, then I know that I have $41 that I need to spend or that I have in my trip that's going to get me to another $5 reward. So I do check that as well. Now the next thing that I think is equally important, if not, it has to be equally, if not more. I can't really know which one is more important. However, it is highly, highly important to check this because there's a lot of times to where we have deals available, but sometimes they're just not good. You know what I mean? But if you have a personalized coupon, it can become great and a money maker. So this week, we have some deals that are available that I would pass on. However, if we have personalized coupons, then you probably want to partake in the deal. So my step 2 is checking personalized coupons. What personalized coupons here is offers that we get, and I know I need to do a fill-in, I just haven't felt like it yet. But yes, so 30% off of something. So this is a CVS coupon here. This is not a manufacturer's coupons. I don't care about manufacturer's coupons yet, okay? What I care about is personalized coupons. So I want to see what do I have available, okay? And the same goes for Target, checking out, Target store coupons or the Walgreens book, monthly book, or, XYZ. So I want to know what personalized coupons do I have? Do I have coupons for makeup? Do I have coupons for hair care? Do I have coupons for diapers? Because at times these personalized coupons will either make or break a deal. And at times, or very often, I may say, you know what, I'm going to hold off on this particular deal because potentially next week I'm going to get this personalized coupon to roll back around because they roll around pretty often. And I want to make sure that I'm getting the best deal or the best bang for my buck. So personalized coupons is my number 2 right there. And I think that that is probably the best 2 steps that I have to offer you. Now the third step that I want to present to you is going to be looking at your ad, okay? So at this point, all I want you to do is really look over your ad and familiarize yourself with what you have going on here in this physical ad, okay? So I get my ads a week early. However, my store has specifically asked me, please do not share these ads with anybody before the time, and I don't, because I respect what they say. I always say, if you're not worth your word, what are you worth, right? So you can always ask your store, hey, do you happen to have the ad a week early? You know, I won't share it with anybody, and be honest, if you're and don't share it with anyone unless they say you can. But I get my ad and I just start to look at it and really just look at the deals that I do have available, okay? So I have that right there. Now the next thing that I want to do is familiarize myself with the online ad. So we do have the ad, but we also have offers that are available that aren't listed in the ad. There are a lot more deals that are available than what's in this actual little booklet here, so you want to look at that. So now that we've actually just taken a look at it, we've kind of just familiarized ourselves with what's going on in here. We've given ourselves a chance to think about, oh, well, you know, I do have personalized coupons for hair care, and I see hair care here, so let me just go ahead and look through the rest of the ad, see if there's anything that looks better than that particular deal that I'm looking at. And once I do that, so we're step 1 through 4 at this point. Once I do that, then I'm going to start my next step. And my next step is to circle or jot the information down. So what I'm going to do essentially is I've went through step 1 through 4, which is checking my ACBs, knowing how much money I have, checking my personalized coupons, looking at the ad, and checking online for unadvertised deals out of the ad. So now what we're doing is we're going to actually start to circle down our interest or jot our interest, okay? So I know here that I have shampoo, and I'm like, wait a second, I do have a personalized coupon. There's a great deal here. How can I make this work? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and circle that. Oh, there is a toothpaste deal. I have a personalized coupon. I don't know if there's manufacturer's coupons yet, but I see that I have this. So I'm going to go ahead and circle this. So I'm going to continue to look here. And I'm going to think, well, you know, I only have $41 to get to my beauty club. So I'm going to look at some beauty type items or participating items as well. Take those into consideration. Oh, here's a deal right here. Oh, I know I have mouthwash. So let me just check this out real quick. So that's what I'm going to be doing next, okay? So at this point, I definitely have a great grasp on personalize my bonus, what deals are available, what deals interest me. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a coupon database, okay? Now, if you take the time to clip out every single coupon in a binder, that's a lot of coupons. I never clip out all of them, but you can check your binder. However, I think the quickest way to do this is check a coupon database, okay? So I would go to southernsavers.com. Once again, southernsavers.com, and then I would type in coupon database. And then I would start to type in certain things. So I would say, L'Oreal. Well, let me just type in L'Oreal here. Oh man, there's a $2 coupon off of one. What? So that if I have to spend $16 here, or $15 to get 5, I have $2 coupons off of each one. I'd buy 4. So now I'm saving this amount of money. Plus I got a 3 off of 15 coupon. That's free, right? Does that sound like free? That sounds like free to me, right? Okay, so anyways, that's how I would do that. I would check for that coupon. So at this point, what I would end up doing is beside my jotted information or beside the circle, I would write down, I don't even know what it was, but let's say 821 Smart Source. You know, I would write that down so I know where that coupon's at. And I'm just going to do that for all the deals that interest me. Now, if I don't have a coupon, I'm probably just going to put an X through that. And no, I'm going to pass on this week, okay? And sometimes they'll provide you with a link. You know, go to coupons.com or go directly to the website. And you may not have known that the website has a coupon because you were just basing your trip upon newspaper inserts. So that's why I always say it's best to absolutely go to a database. Now, the next thing that I think that is essential, I just spit, in this particular same group is we're going to check out Ibotta, okay? So I'm just going to go to CVS on Ibotta, and I'm going to go ahead and let's say I'm just looking for personal care. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to go to personal care. oh man, there's a rebate here. So now I'm going to jot that down. I bought a $1, which it's not. I'm just, for the purpose of this video. Then I'm going to go to checkout 51. Those are two that I use. I'm going to say, oh, there's a checkout 51. Now, wait a second. Are there stipulations? Because sometimes on checkout 51 there are. So you want to check. Does it say cannot be combined with other coupons? If so, don't put it on here. I do not use Saving Star because Saving Star is not intended to be used with manufacturers' coupons or other offers. Okay, guys? Coupons. So I don't use Saving Star, but the two I do use is Checkout 51 and Ibotta. So now I have checked the coupon database, Checkout 51, and Ibotta to see what deals we have available. And then I'm going to go ahead and write those either in my notebook, which is what I do, or on the app. So at this point, what is going to be next? What I'm going to do is a rough draft. You remember back in school when we're writing papers and doing reports? We're going to do a rough draft, okay? So what is a rough draft? For me, I'm just going to go in, and this is not my final. This is where I'm starting to do the math and see if it's going to work. I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to start doing math, and I'm going to write down the deals and see what it is that is maybe worth my time or is not worth my time. So, if I do something really quick and I just do the math really quick and I say, oh, not worth my time, next. Y'all remember that show? I love that show. So then I'm going to say next, or I'm going to say, oh, this is going to be a keeper. So I put it there, put a check mark, know that this is going to be something I'm going to actually do. So in my rough draft, I have to consider a few different things. Now, this weekend, I really intend, and I do my trips on Saturdays, I'm really intending to do this deal. I'm going to get my newspapers on Saturdays. I have the Saturday/Sunday newspaper. Check and see if you have it, because you may be shocked. You may have it. But the problem is I may not get this coupon in my region. So if I do my entire rough draft based upon the numbers in this trip, what am I going to do? What if I don't get the coupon? I need to be prepared that I do or do not receive that coupon, okay, in both scenarios. So for me, I have 3 different deals right now that I'm considering. And the 3 different deals are considering 2 things. One, that I receive the Revlon coupons. That's going to be a great deal. 2, that I receive the Sure/Brute, because a lot of times I do not receive those. And then the last one is if I don't receive either or, then I got to make sure that I have the diaper deal planned out. And this would only work on Saturday because the coupons are going to expire. So I make sure that I have every scenario planned out. So I do 3 scenarios. So I know that this is something that may be a little bit difficult starting out. You may not know what coupons you're getting in your region. And then sometimes you go ahead and well, typically I don't get this coupon. So I know I'm probably not going to be able to do it until I can order it. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Just still not perfect. But anyway, so, you really need to be able to plan step 1, step 2, or option 1, option 2. And I make sure that I do that. Now, if you're starting out, go ahead and plan 1 option. Okay, guys, that's just going to be that. Okay, so the next thing that, is very, very important. Now, I want you to understand when you're doing your rough draft, I want you to do your math once. I want you to do your math twice, and probably 3 times if you're new. Now, after you do that, something that's very important that you do is I want you to do your total. Okay, I have that right here. It's really tacky. I'm sorry. So your total in coupons, your total out of pocket, and your total that you're going to receive back. Okay. And what I mean by that is your total amount, because to me I'm using a $10 if I spend $60. So I need to know the running total, what the total is going to be prior to coupons. It's very important that I know that. So my total, I'm going to put that in there. Then I'm going to total out my coupons, okay? And this is where it's important to do your math multiple times to ensure that you're doing this right. Then I'm going to find out the total minus the coupons is going to be my out-of-pocket, okay? So that way I know exactly what I'm going to have to pay, and that way I already have my ACBs planned out, so I don't have to wait at the register for the coupons to go in, the coupons to go out, and potentially have a problem or something get mixed in the process, okay? And in addition to that, I'm also going to say how much am I receiving. So if I'm receiving 5 on this, 1 on this, 2 on that, I can now see what have I spent out of pocket, What am I receiving? So that way I know, is this a good investment or is this a bad investment, okay? And it's going to go up to independent worth or individual worth. You know, if you find that something is worth spending $1 on, or you know, however that is, then your worth may be different than mine, or your estimated benefit, your actual how you view something worth than what I do, your cost benefit analysis. So I have that planned out. I can't reiterate how important that is. I can't fail to reiterate how important that is. You must know your total, you must know your coupons, and you must know your out of pocket. And after that, you have to know what you're going to receive. If you don't do that part of mathematics and couponing, you are not going to be as successful as your full potential, as what you're wanting to be. You're just not going to be, and that is the honest truth, okay? All right, so the next thing here that I need to, if you have to reach a limit, oh yeah, I already discussed that. If you have to reach a limit like the 60 or whatever, you need to make sure that you're checking that. So at this point, what we've done is we see our total, we see our coupon total, our total out of pocket, and then we see our what we're going to receive. If we see that this is not benefiting us, we may need to go back to the drawing board and say, you know what, I'm having to spend $5. What am I spending that $5 on? And let me take that out of there. So this is where number 10, you'd be making any, or number 9, you'd be making any adjustments necessary, okay? So at this point, you're going to say, I'm going to take this out, or you know what, I really wanted to do that deal, and now I have an overage, so I'm going to do that. So this is where you're really making any types of adjustments, okay? And then number 10 is going to be preparing your final draft. Your final draft is what you're going to be taking with you to the store. And I'll just go ahead and show you my final draft here on a trip that I'm doing this weekend. So as you see here, I have a few different things listed. I have an RT, which is the running total, so that's going to be the total amount of what I have here. I have my out-of-pocket. In addition to that, you see I'm getting 4 L'Oreals. I have the price there that I know. I know where my coupons are at right here, so I have them listed at Red Plum. If I don't have those, I know alternatively I can go to coupons.com. The deal is receive 5 when you buy 15. I also know I have a CVS 3 off of 15. I know my total coupons, my total out of pocket, what I'm going to receive. I know my limit, and I know what's going towards my beauty club. Okay, guys? So this is very important, and I do this for everything. So the reason I keep my running total is because I have to get to 60 before coupons to use my $10 coupon, so I keep my running. But I also keep my out-of-pocket, so I know exactly what it is that I'm going to be spending at the time that I get to the register, okay, guys? And then at the end of that, I'm going to go ahead and do the math. But seeing as how I have everything very clear, I can just do the math very, very easily. And it's very easy to check, because at this point, I mean, it's as clear as day. However, if I tried to go do a trip and, you know, I had something like this put out, I'm going to have a problem because I'm going to get messed up at the register because I'm not very well organized, okay, guys? So it is important that you have that. So that's what I call my final draft, okay? So the next thing, what am I going to do? I have to gather my coupons. Now, I've listed down in my draft where I'm going to get all the coupons from, and I acquired that information from the coupon database. So at this point, I'm equipped with all the tools that I need to have to be able to successfully continue on with my trip. So I have, at this point, gathered all the coupons that I need to be able to do my trip. Now, I do have some coupons that are coming out this Saturday, so they're not all in here, but I know exactly what I need because I have it listed. Now, I sort my coupons in a certain way, okay, guys? There is a method to the madness, and I'm going to let you know here. So the first thing that I'm going to do when I hand them this, and this is how I'm going to hand it to them. It's just very easy. I don't have to find any coupons at the register. I don't have to do anything. It's just taken care of. I don't have to pull things out of a binder. You know, I've just got it. I'm done. when I get to the register, I just hand them this. So what is included in this packet here? Well, it's very easy, and this is how I have it set up. The first thing that I'm going to have, and if you ever have a $10 off of 60 or 5 off of 25 or whatever the general purchase coupon, I'm going to have that on top. Because once they get this subtotal, I want to go ahead and give them this. Now, the next thing I'm going to have is any store coupons. So what I like to do is I like to keep the store coupons first. Okay, now they're going to do what they want to do, but when you have them this, nice little package here and you just hand it to them, they're just going to start scanning. Now they may go through, rummage through all your coupons and make it a mess, but I found when I do it this way, it works a lot better for me. So what's going to happen is I'm going to hand them my $10 off of 60, then my store coupons. I keep my coupons in order, guys. So if I have my list saying the first thing is going to be Revlon, the next thing is going to be this, the next thing is going to be that, I'm going to have them in order. So let's take an example here. My deals, the first thing I have here on my list is going to be L'Oreal Advanced. So the first one you're going to see here is a 3 off of 15. The next thing I have listed is deodorant. So I'm going to have a $2 off of 8 deodorant. The next thing that I have is mouthwash. So I'm going to have the 2 off of 6 mouthwash. The next thing that I have is going to be my toothpaste. I have a 2 off of 2 toothpaste. The next thing that I have is my CoverGirl. So I'm going to have my 3 off of 15. Then I have Revlon. So I'm going to have my 4 off of 15 Revlon. So that's how I have that. And that way, if I have to go through anything, remove anything very quickly, I have everything in order so I can find everything very, very easily. So that's how I handle that. So, and then after I have my personalized coupons, what I'm going to have next is going to be my manufacturer coupons. And my manufacturer coupons, I'm going to keep them the same way. Now, I'm not going to store my manufacturer coupons with my personalized coupons because I want them to do my personalized coupons first, okay, guys? And you're not guaranteed that they're going to do it that way, but once again, the way that I have it, it always goes in that way, and I think whenever you're very well organized, it just kind of it works in your favor. So yes, the next thing I hand them, or that's in my little packet here, is going to be manufacturer coupons. After manufacturer coupons, at the end, I'm going to have my ECBs, and that's on the end here. So I don't have to wait to see what my total is. It's just taken care of, and the ECBs are ready for the transaction. So that's how I hand them my coupons. So they're all sorted, they're all ready for the time of checkout, okay? So what is the next thing that you have to do? And this is the point to where you're leaving your house, okay, guys? So the next thing you have to do prior to leaving is you have to have your list with you. If you go in the store without your list, maybe you'll remember every single thing, and that's great. And if you have your coupons set accordingly, then that'll help you. You'll know exactly what it is. But the problem is if you don't have your list, say that you know that you're anticipating to spend $2.99 on an item. You get to the store and they only have the $4.99 item. So you can refer back to your list really quickly to see if you're going to have any play with money-making possibilities. If not, it's probably not going to be something you're going to want to do. And you may need to have to make a readjustment prior to approaching the register. Another example could be that you don't have it listed, that you have to have a certain type of product, like I have with a toothpaste offer here. The actual CVS coupon, it has to be sensitive or enamel health. It's not going to work with the other one. So I have that listed here so I ensure that I get the proper item at the time that I'm shopping, so that way when I get to the register, I'm not having any issues. The same goes with size restrictions there. You can put those on your actual list as well, so I do that. The next thing that I want you to understand is that if they're out of certain items and you have your list, I want you to recalculate, not at the register. I want you to go to the side, go to the back of the store, and start to recalculate your trip. And it's going to be very easy to do so because all you're going to have to do is scratch out a deal. So just go through, scratch out a deal, take that money that you had for your total, deduct it from your total, take that coupon amount, deduct it from your total coupons, and then you'll see your total out of pocket. So very, very easy there. And then you have your coupons aligned, so you can just take those out as well. So it minimizes the stress of, oh my gosh, I'm in the store, my deal's not going the way it is, what am I going to do now? What am I doing? That's the way you work that. I mean, you have everything listed. You have your total listed, your coupons listed, your out-of-pocket listed. You know everything that's going on. So at that point, it's simple subtraction, okay? So very, very easy there. Now, the next thing that you need to do is go to, and that was included with number 13, ensuring that you have everything and your list. So the next thing that you need to do is go to the store. Well, actually, this is included with this one. I'm sorry. The next thing you need to do is go to the store, and this is going to be where you're making adjustments in the store if you have to, recalculation. Your deal is you're going to go to the store. So you've already ensured that you have your list and your coupons. Now you're actually driving to the store. You're going to directly go to those items. I don't want you shopping around. I don't want you looking at, you know, this Dorito deal here that's $7 and you want to get 2 packs of Doritos. No, we haven't planned for that. You're not going to do that, okay? Go directly to the store. Go directly to the items you want to get. If you have Nivea 2 for $8, you know the size, go get that Nivea. That's it. Just get what's on your list, guys. And the reason that I'm putting placing an emphasis on this is when you're new, or even when you've been couponing for a while, if you deviate from your plan, your actual deals are not going to go as intended, okay? It's just not going to happen. So you need to make sure that you're going in directly getting what you're going to get, and then directly go to checkout, because you already have your coupons out, you already have your list out, now you have your items, and you're just going to go directly to checkout, okay? So then what happens? You've checked out, everything either works perfectly, or if they have to manually enter in a coupon, you've ensured what you had to do. You made sure you had the right coupon, you had the right product, and you did everything that you needed to do on your behalf. So at that point, it's on them to manually enter in a coupon or whatever it is that they have to do. But you've done everything in your behalf that you can do. So after you've checked out, what do? You step aside, you go somewhere else, you get out of line, and I want you to check all of your ECBs. You have to make sure that you receive everything. I can't tell you how many times people tell me I have not received my ECBs. What do I do now? Well, this happens, and it's happened to me as well, especially when I've been in a rush. However, I minimize this because I check my ECBs. So as we mentioned here in the actual, my final draft, we looked here, and we see that I say RCV. So I know that I'm supposed to receive $5 for L'Oreal. So what's going to happen is when I'm looking at my receipt, I'm looking for the $5 ECB. Then I'm going to check that it says L'Oreal, check mark. Okay, deodorant, I'm supposed to receive $1. Brute, check, I've got it. The next thing here, Colgate Total, I'm supposed to receive $2 for the mouthwash. I didn't receive $2. I'm going to put a circle right there. Okay, then I'm going to continue on. Colgate toothpaste. Got it. CoverGirl, $5. Got it. So I know that there's a problem with mouthwash. I wait till there's not an issue. I calmly go to the register. I make sure that I have the 2 products that I've mentioned. I take my 2 mouthwashes out. I take my receipt. And sometimes I'll just go ahead and I'll just make it easy and I'll take the ad. And I'll say, hey, you know, I'm sorry, but I purchased these 2 items. Here's my receipt. I've circled that on my receipt. And here's the ad, and I didn't receive my ECBs. Can you please force print? At that point, they need to honor that, and they need to force print. I've seen some really nasty people, nowhere around me, but I've seen some really nasty cashiers that are like, well, if it didn't print, I can't do nothing about it. Yes, you can. They may just not know, okay? So at that point, you need to make sure that you align yourself with those items, and you can call customer service, and they'll load it to your account. So this is a very long video. I actually have to get off of here because I got to go to the doctor right now. But I am at 12:15, but I'm very excited that I was able to go through this breakdown with you, and I hope that you've watched the entire video, guys. Definitely let me know if you watched the entire video. It was a long one, but I wanted to take the time, and I wanted to do this for everyone so that way you can have more successful shopping trips. Okay, guys? Well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. And this is going to go in my Couponing 101 playlist, my series there. So, very great. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye, guys.